kami memulai produk ERP.
2016, kami beralih ke perusahaan startup dan sekarang kami punya 7 Wonders. Ada di bidang retail, kafe, pabrikan tekstil, spa, emas, pet shop, apotek, dan kosmetik. Konsumen kami tersebar dari Aceh hingga Papua. Kami memberi solusi bagi UMKM dan UKM. Dan juga kami memberikan pelatihan dan pendampingan.
Visi kami menjadi standar software terbaik bagi para pengusaha Indonesia. Dari dulu, saya memiliki kecintaan di dunia IT. Dari awal, sistem install satu persatu produk secara manual. Sekarang, user bisa konsultasi secara online dan mendapatkan demo gratis juga secara online. Bahkan, hanya dengan 2 detik saja pembayaran diterima, program sudah bisa instan siap dipakai.
Misi kami membangun Duta Digital Indonesia. Saya sangat senang menganalisa sistem perusahaan dan mengefisiensikannya dengan teknologi. Salah satu kendala di lapangan saat implementasi adalah bahasa dan alat. Oleh karena itu, kami membuat seluruh software kami berbahasa Indonesia. Kami berikan bantuan juga berupa WhatsApp Group, support tiket, dan sertifikasi di LenMarc.
Di Indogo,
Kami percaya
everyone is CEO!
Halo semuanya, ketemu lagi sama saya Wisnu di acaranya Ngebis, ngobrol enak soal bisnis. Iya. Nah, cukup jelas ya suaranya. Nah, kalau ngomong tentang bisnis, saya yakin teman-teman semuanya udah pada tahu LenMarc itu bergerak di bidang bisnis software instant ready to use, khususnya untuk back office teman-teman semuanya yang punya bisnis. Mulai dari kelas POS sampai dengan kelas ERP, semuanya ready di LenMarc and ready to use. Jadi kalau kamu punya bisnis, kontak atau buka website LenMarc sekarang di lenmarc.com. Wah, hari ini kita kedatangan tamu yang super keren, namanya Mr. Enock. Wah, beliau ini dari Kenya. Saya akan bacakan terlebih dahulu ya CV-nya beliau. Wah, oke, tunggu ya. Please wait, let's see. Nah, ini adalah biodata dari Mr. Enock. Oke, please wait a moment. Nah, Enock Lewa, namanya Enock Lewa. His quote is, "To answer before listening, that is folly and shame." He is a project coordinator, Powerchina International in Nairobi, Kenya. So, his nationality is Kenyan, and his education, he's come from Changchun University of Science and Technology in China, and in the beginning, he's come in Nyeri Baptist High School. So since high school, he come to Tianjin, and he spent the whole time to study in China. And for license certification, his work experience is from April 2018 until now is connectivity project coordinator at Powerchina International in Kenya. And August 2017 until 2018, business management at Powerchina ENT in Kenya, and internship at Changchun KSP or Korean Software Park. That's his license certification. And his volunteer experience is honorary Mosaic leadership team and also in conference committee. Okay, let's call Mr. Enock. Let's check. Hello, Enock. How are you, bro? I'm really fine. Yes, of course. Other people can see you. So, let's going to the question. So, actually, this is the talk about a nice talk about business. But we know business is only about business, like entrepreneurship. But entrepreneurship is like a soul. So it's not only like when you're opening a new business, it's not only like that. When we are working and everywhere, we also doing that entrepreneurship. So my question is like, in many people, maybe in Indonesia, want to know who is Enock actually. Maybe you can explain. Who are you? You come from where? In case some people don't know about you yet. Wow, that's great. Happy birthday, by the way. I haven't said it. So, okay. That's great. It's cool. Okay, actually, guys, I know Enock since the beginning. Like we're talking about, I don't know. Accidentally, I talk with my wife, and then suddenly we talk about nanas, and then he know it. Okay, Enock, hello. Your voice is not coming out. Wait. Okay, check. Can you check again? The people says. Oh, okay. Wait. Team? Oh, okay. Can you check again? Oh, okay. Wait, I think. Yeah. Okay. Clear?
Yeah, it's clear. It's clear. I don't know
Okay.
from your end.
Okay. Sorry, guys. There's an audio problem a little bit. So, Actually, before Mr. Enoch already tell about himself that he come from four in the family and he's the third born. So actually, I know Mr. Enoch is like when we are talking about nanas. So I just shocked that I know that the language is in Indonesia. Has been used in somewhere in this earth, and it's in Kenya. Nanas have the same meaning. It's pineapple. That's cool.
Yeah.
So if you come to Kenya and you talk about nanas, I'm sure 100% that the people there will know you.
Oh yes, definitely.
So okay, bro, I want to know. Maybe the people also want to know because sometimes I'm also asking about actually what is Enoch dream. So what is your dream actually? If the people
Well,
want to know.
Okay, that's a good question. I have very many dreams, but one dream for me is of course, is to have my own boat. I come from, I was born in the coast, the coast of Kenya. So I love swimming, and one of my big dreams is to have my own boat, so I can ride along the Indian Ocean to the deep sea and fish and swim. That's one of my dreams. I have very many others, but that is one of them that I want to live to accomplish one day.
Oh, that's great. So
Yes.
he live in the coast. Jadi coast itu ceritanya teman-teman ini di dekat pantai. Oh, by the way, in case jadi ini teman-teman, in case jadi kalau teman-teman bingung gitu atau segala macamnya nanti ketika akhir karena ini adalah acara live, nanti akan ada subtitle ya, nanti akan dibuatkan oleh tim kami supaya nanti teman-teman juga bisa mengerti dan paham. Okay? So I'm talking about at the end we will have the subtitle.
Recording in progress.
The people can understand what we are talking about.
That's good.
Okay. So the dream, Brother Enoch says that his dream is to have his own boat. So actually that's great. From all the journey you're already going this far. Since you kids until now, you say you just turning 32.
32.
Sorry, I make you a little bit older. So from all the journey you're already going this far, what is the lowest point you have experienced in your life, and how you overcome it? Can you share it?
I think the lowest point in life is when I lost my grandparents. I was still in school. I was still in China, as you've heard. I was still in school, so I didn't expect them to pass on very soon. So I think that was, if I can recall, that was one of the lowest moments in my life, whereby I couldn't see them when they died, and I was very far away because I was still in school. So it was a really difficult time because I was far away from family, and when somebody dies, for us it's a sad thing, and it's good to be close together so we can mourn together. But I was far away. But all in all, life moves on, and we thank God for life. But that was one of my lowest moments in life. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So how did you overcome it?
I think staying positive, that I got the encouragement to move on and to rely on family. Family is very important. I remember that time we used to talk with my parents and my siblings a lot, and we used to encourage one another that it is God's will that it has happened. I'm a Christian, by the way, for those who don't know. So the encouragement of family really helped a lot, because we stood together as family, and we used to encourage one another. So that is how I moved on in that hard time. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So let me quote a little bit, guys. So Brother Enoch says that family is the main point, because only in the family it can encourage one each other. So even in the lowest point, your family who will helping you up, so to always cherish you also, so you can
Yes.
going further and also you can be better. So
Yes.
if we're talking before about your lowest point, you feel that lost your grandparent, you say that it's my lowest point. So actually, what is your biggest achievement that you think that I will always be remember when I got this kind of achievement? Can you
Oh.
share about it?
The biggest achievement, I think to me there are many, but I count it as an achievement and as a blessing when I got a wife, and a good wife. I mean,
Oh, cool.
I don't know if you can say it's an achievement or it's something that I desired to have and to have the best. So for me, I count it as one of the best things that I have in life, to have a very good wife, a supporting wife, an encouraging wife. You know, it is the pillar of the family. So for me, I'll count it as one of the sort of the fortunate best things that have happened in my life, to live healthy and to have the opportunity to get a good wife.
Okay, that's cool. So
Her name,
the-
her name is Monica, by the way, in case I didn't
okay,
mention.
that's cool.
Yes,
So
yes.
so it's actually like your biggest achievement. It's in your life. So
Yes.
how about your achievement? Like for example, in your career or anything like outside the family.
Okay. Outside the family, I think is what I do in terms of work. I work for this organization whereby we do a project for electricity. Not every part of Kenya has electricity. So what we do is we do construction into the rural areas of Kenya, whereby we erect poles, we do the conductor stringing until the house has electricity. You know, when you put electricity in an old woman's house, and this woman has stayed for over 60 years, 70 years without electricity, there's a lot of smile and a lot of happiness in that family. So when I see that during my work hours, I find fulfillment. I find joy. Is that what I'm doing, what I wake up early to go and do, makes people happy. It brings fulfillment in other person's life. That I can say it's an achievement in the line of work.
Okay, that's cool, guys. So actually, I learned a lot. This Ngebis, it's not only like the first beginning, Enoch. So I already talked with many people before. The nice thing when I'm talking, as I'm talking with our like the guest,
Yes.
they feel that when you can have impact in the social life, in the social things, and can make the people like the people happy and saying thankful come from their heart, it's really unpayable. So
It is.
so sometimes it's also like the power who keep you moving on. So
Yes.
I also want to ask, like, as a human, sometimes we know that we are weak like, I'm so tired, I'm so bored, even sometimes it's calm. So what things that can make you always in mood and keep excited, like every day? Wow, you should be keep spirit, something like that. Do you have?
Yes, yes. I think, as I said, from what we do, you know, for example, I travel a lot. I travel maybe in 1 week, I can go up to 1,500 kilometers of travel because I supervise the sites. So, you know, it's tiring. After 2 weeks, you feel very tired. You don't want to wake up. But, you know, when you remember that there's somebody in that place waiting for you to go and inspect so that the electricity can come, that gives you energy. This person, for example, has waited for this thing for 60 years in his life.
Wow.
60 years is a long
It's
time.
long.
It's long. So, and when they get it, some of them, when they cry, they said, we have been waiting, it has never come. But with the opportunity that we provide for them to access this, as you know, with this, their grandchildren will have easy to study. For example, to read. With electricity, you'll get internet, you'll get easy water for pumping if you want to pump the water from a drill well. So there are many opportunities that come with what we provide for them. And I think that is what gives me energy. When I'm tired, when I'm sad to wake up, or I feel no energy. When you remember that there's somebody who has waited for 60 years, that's twice my age. So, you get that energy, you get that motivation.
Okay, that's cool.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really cool. Actually, this is what it's called. What can I call like the first love? The first love is like the beginning, like the reason why I do this. So sometimes when people working or you starting your business, for people who is watching, when you're working or you doing the business, you should know why. The first why is really determine your next step. So the first why is really determine your next step. So if you don't know the why, you won't survive until the last. So
yes, you'll quit.
Yes, that's the thing.
You'll quit. And many people quit. If you don't find joy in what you do, then it means you're doing the wrong thing. And that's why it's good to find joy and find purpose in what you do, so that it will keep you going, even in the tough times. Because there are tough times. There are tough times where you feel you can give up in life. But when you remember that there are other people's life that you are changing, and you're changing them forever, you'll have that energy to do.
Okay, really cool. That's great. Okay, now, Enock, my next question is like, how do you manage the career, the family, and also the friends? Because sometimes you say that you travel 1,500 miles away. So
Yes.
how did you manage all of that things? Because some people's here in Indonesia, people also doing the same work. Doing the same
Yes.
work when they doing business. Sometimes people is rushing. So maybe you
Yes,
can
yes.
share how you manage it.
Actually, from the beginning, it was not easy because I was new, for example, to marriage. You have to try and find a balance in terms of now marriage and career and friends, so that you don't grow. Sometimes you can grow in career, but in family you're here, and then in friends you're here. So it's just you try and balance. So what I do basically is I allocate time for everything. There's time for everything under the sun. So, for example, during work hours, I try and put my best and try and finish what I can finish during work hours. So when it's time, for example, in the evening, if I'm away from home, I make sure I take good time. There's video call for WhatsApp. So you catch up with your family, you dedicate time to know how they're doing, how their day was, if they faced any challenges, what their joy is, so that you can connect. The important thing is to connect, so that you can all grow together. So I think the thing is to set time, so that, for example, if now I'm back to Nairobi, where my family is during the weekend, I try also catch up with friends. We set time to go and get coffee, to go to the park and take a walk together, to call each other and find out how people are doing. That's how I try and balance. Basically, you just to try and find a balance in all, career, in family and friends, and lifestyle. Try and balance, so that you as you grow in career, you also grow with your family. Because by the end of the day, we work hard also for our family, isn't it? So you work hard so that your family will grow and be happy and be stable. So you don't want to go and look for money and forget your family, because they're important. By the end of the day, family is what counts for every one of us, So I think trying to find a balance is what I can share and say, that sometimes it's not easy. but it is important to try and find a balance.
Okay. So
Yes.
I quote a little bit. It's not easy, but it's important to find the balance. So it should be
Yes.
balanced. So it cannot be higher, but it should be the same. But sometimes I know maybe our friend in the home or in the workplace thinking that how can be balanced? Sometimes the work is here, the family sometimes is here, because that's why it's like a big decision we should take.
Yes.
Yeah, we know it's not easy, but yeah, you should keep trying the best because we know it's
Yes.
not easy.
So
Is it-
I'll give you an example. You know, for example, if it is the weekend, and it is the time for your family, and you know that you will get phone call all the time.
Mhm.
You know, you just have to switch off your phone, and and concentrate with the time for family. I think that's an example I can give. You know, so that you commit yourself, because you see, you can be present with your wife or your children, but you're far away, whereby you are talking on the phone with work issues or solving this and this. But you see, that's one way. Most of the time for me, I switch off my phone. I switch off the phone and I give my concentration to them, and that is good, because you know you build lots of memories and you build quality time.
Okay, cool. So now, guys, you already know how Enock or Mr. Enock is manage his time. So actually, it's almost the same. Why I keep bringing the same question to my guest is like this. It's not only in Indonesia, but mostly all people in the world, they're doing the same thing. But the thing is, like, the result sometimes is different. But the way we're doing, it's almost the same. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now, if I keep asking it, this is about the daily life. If you can going back to 10 years back and meet with yourself in previous time, what you want to say to him?
10 years ago. I think there's nothing different I will tell him, because you know, one thing for me, even I was talking to my wife the other day and I was telling her, I think during when I was growing up, I enjoyed myself as a single man, and I maximized my time well to learn what I was supposed to learn, to get the skills I was supposed to get the skills. So I think if I used to travel back 10 years ago, I will tell me you're doing a good job. Because I think I did what I was supposed to do at the time, you know, and that's also sometimes I talk to young people who are in high school or in the university, and I tell them, do what you're supposed to do at the right time with the right people, so that when you grow old, you will have finished what you're supposed to do 10 years ago, so that you don't come and do the things you're supposed to do now when you're 30 and you're supposed to do them 10 years ago. I'll give you an example. For example, if you are 20 and you're in school and you have a child, you know, the timing might not be okay, because you're supposed to be in school, but now you'll have to go to school and also raise a child. So you see, it will be difficult. That's why I say, for me 10 years ago, I did what I was supposed to do. That's why I will tell me, you did a good job. You did a good job.
Wow, that's great. So there is nothing you want to tell to your previous you. For example, you should read a lot of book. For example, you should read this kind of book, or actually you should be much more braver, or what maybe.
No, I think I did what I was supposed to do 10 years ago.
That's
even
cool.
my past life, I you know, one thing I have in my life, I don't have any regret. I don't regret my life. I don't regret my past. I don't regret I was born here, or I was not born without this. I didn't have this. No, 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 no. I know I was raised in the right way. When I was there, when I was there 20 years ago, 10 years ago, I made the right decisions for life. Even if I slipped, maybe I don't remember now, because I keep pushing forward. I keep pushing forward for a better tomorrow.
Okay, that's cool. So,
Yes,
friends, I want to quote something that nothing to regret. This is because many people they are keep regretting. They are keep regretting about their past. Actually, you
yes,
cannot do anything to your past. What you can do is now and to the future. So if it's already past, sometimes you need to let it go, because regretting will only make you like more sad, more feeling useless, feeling unuseful, and everything, and blame yourself. So the thing is like when you want to start something, even you work, you're doing business or everything, stop blaming yourself about your past. Sometimes you need to let it go. But if you want to tell yourself about why you're not learning that time, yeah, sometimes we need to know like it's better too late than nothing at all. So that's no
yes.
problem. Oh, that's
Yeah,
really cool.
I will add something. Yeah,
Yes,
they say there is no cure for yesterday.
yes.
Um, there's only a solution for now and tomorrow, because yesterday is gone.
Mm,
So 5 years, 10 years ago, despite the mistakes that somebody made, they're gone. There's no cure. You cannot cure what was there then, but you can cure now, you can cure tomorrow, you can cure your future by focusing on the positive side and moving on strong.
mm. Okay. Okay, that's great. Okay, now my question is, it's about digitalization. I know that
Yeah.
I see in the news, Africa is growing, start growing about digitalization. So, what is actually the digitalization in a role in Africa, especially in Kenya? What do you think about it?
I think I think Kenya, in terms of digital market, it's growing very fast. In the
Mm,
past, let me say, in the past 7 to 10 years, now it's growing fast because if you look at as Africa as a whole,
mm-hmm,
Kenya is strategically positioned as an entry point to many other African countries, especially in the
mm,
east and south. So, in terms of digital content and growth, Kenya has been a hub for many other African countries, whereby many other African citizens, they come to Kenya to learn. They come to learn the module, for example, the modules of digital banking, for example, digital transfer, digital marketing, digital agriculture. There are many other, in every sector, there's a digital content into it. That's what actually the urbanization and the current generation is trying to do. That they create a digital thing out of every sector, be it in business, be it in agriculture, be it in transport, be it in education, be it in all sectors of life, whether
mm,
public or private. So in the past few years, Kenya has been growing into it, especially in Nairobi, if I may say, because it starts here most of the time and it grows out to other towns of Kenya or other parts of Africa. So in this past, yeah, especially with the growth of internet as well, we came from 2G to 3G, 4G, 5G. Now it's starting to come into Kenya as well. So that has also promoted a lot. It has promoted a lot the digital content and platform in Kenya. So it's growing day by day, and it's growing very fast. That's what I can say. Not as fast and maybe compared to Indonesia or China or America, but in Africa, I'll say Kenya is leading in it.
Okay, that's cool. So, guys, when you're watching this, maybe Mr. Enock says about Kenya is an entry point, and also it's really growing. It's growing really fast about digitalization. So, in case you want to expand to Kenya, you
Yes.
know that digitalization there is started to working, and it's working fast. That's the thing. And even sometimes, like about the networking, the network or the internet is really holding the main role. Of course, the main role in the growth of a country. So it's really great. So if you think that, wow, I think I have a market in Kenya or in Africa, maybe you can consider to expand there.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And now, if in case one of our viewers interested to export, doing cooperation, for example, with Kenya, maybe as you know, what actually they should know before they started, especially
I
about
think-
the culture, habit, in general, something like that.
Okay, I think in terms of culture, it's Kenya has many tribes, but there are some things which are similar. And also, as there's a background of Arabic or Muslim, so we also have some culture like Malaysia, Indonesia. Some foods are the same. But now when it comes to business, I think it's the first thing that you need to understand is the culture of the place and the cultural business of the place. By cultural business of the place, I'll give you an example. Honesty is one cultural of business that Kenyans like. So, for example, if you want to come and establish something here, it's good that it's something honest, it's something not illegal, of course, because illegal will make you get in trouble with the law. It's important to understand the law of the land. It's good to understand the taxation. Every country has different tax laws. So these are some of the basic things that you need to understand. For example, if you open a branch, what is the tax issue about it, or what is the legal issue about opening a branch? If you're opening a pure company, what is the law of establishing a company in terms of the structure, in terms of employing employees, in terms of work laws or labor laws? So these are some of the things that one has to look at, especially in terms of the law side, because you don't want to start and then you read that you are illegal. You know, it won't be good for you. So I think it's important, whether in Kenya, whether in America, whether in Indonesia, I think the laws are very important. So one has to understand the laws and also the culture of the place. Yes.
Okay, so friends, if you want to open or you want maybe to expand your business in Kenya, first thing you should know, you should learn about the law and also the culture. The culture, is it fit or not with your business when you're going there? That's the main thing, what I can get from what Enock says. Isn't it?
Yes, but just to add, yes, because you see, there's some things that they can work in Indonesia, but they may not work for Kenya because of the culture. Because, for example, if Indonesia you drive in the right hand side, you know, that's the way of life that you do. But now you see in Kenya, maybe we drive in the left. That is the way we do things. So I think if you understand how they do things, for example, it will be easy for you to come in and flow. But you know, if you don't understand, you'll come in and you'll drive on the wrong side of the road, which means you'll be doing the opposite of what people do. That's why understanding how the flow of doing things in a place is very, very key for any business. There are many business ideas sometimes we have. For example, I see in Indonesia they do this, or in China they do this, but you see it cannot work in Kenya because our culture is different. So that is a very important thing, because many people, for example, foreigners, they come, but they don't understand the culture background. So it is difficult for their business to
grow.
Move on. Yes, to grow. It's difficult. So it's very important.
Okay, wow, that's really interesting, by the way. So, in case people at home, guys, you at home, maybe you can get something here that the culture is really important. Actually, it's not only going abroad. For example, I talk maybe too far to Kenya or to Africa, to South Africa, or to everywhere around the world. But actually, in Indonesia itself, when you're going to one island to another island, it's also doing the same. So sometimes when the culture is different, it's also the different perspective, different like how you go into the market. So that's the thing you should know and you should remember for all the people in the home. That's great. Wow, that's really cool. Actually, I read about Kenya import most machinery, transportation, petroleum, motor vehicles, iron and steel, resin and plastic. So if you guys at home, maybe you have like, oh, this is the resin and plastics. Yeah. That's what I read. I don't know. What do you think?
Yes, we have been importing a lot of raw material because manufacturing in Kenya was expensive because of electricity cost. You know, if, for example, if you want to establish a factory, there are some things you have to consider. Electricity is one of them. So if the cost of electricity is high, it means production will be high. So that's why most of the things we have been importing. But now, for the last, let's say 8 years, the government and leadership of the country has been trying to change some policies, which will make it easy for local manufacturers in Kenya to also manufacture locally, so that the cost of manufacture is reduced, so that we can have local manufactured items. But we still import other things like car parts, cars. Most of the time we import from Singapore or Malaysia and Japan most of the time, or the UK. So, but we still import parts as well. So there are many opportunities. You know, opportunities will never end. The opportunities never end. There's always an opportunity for something new. That's what I say.
That's what I love. There always be opportunity. This is one thing I need to quote that sometimes if you feel that you don't have the opportunity, you should create the opportunity.
Exactly.
Because, for example, my hair is like this. Not everyone hair love like this. But the thing is like, in the side of this world, you will find at least one or two people with the same the same style hair like this. So that's the thing. You will have your own market. So you don't need to worry that when I make this, will people like it? No, you should find the people who like it, because you will find one people who like it. Believe it or not. But the thing is like, if somebody don't like about your product, for example, you create, for example, the mouse like this, but people don't like it. So maybe he is not the market. Perhaps it's like that.
Yeah, so, it's true, because you see, if you come up with a product or a service, there's always a starting point. You can have 2 this week, 2 next week. After 1 month, you have 40. After 1 year, you have 100. It takes time. Just like our growth, our personal growth takes time. We change our food. You don't take, let's say you don't take fruits every day. Today you'll take durian, tomorrow you take an apple, the other day you take a banana, because your body needs different things to grow. Same way with business. As you start, if you get the opportunity to start, you will also have to adjust with the market, adjust with the demand. So there's a growth. But the point thing is to start. If you start, you'll always grow. The point is to start. Just like you started this, you see? You started in Indonesia, now you've gone outside. So there's always a starting point. The thing is to start.
Yeah, that's cool. Just start. Makanya, nah ini teman-teman, I talk with Indonesian first. Nah ini teman-teman, tentang mulai dulu. Mulai dulu itu ada slogannya ini ya, marketplace yang warna hijau. Tapi pasti sampai. You will be there. That's the thing. Pasti sampai. Itu quote hashtagnya LenMarc ya. Pasti sampai. I talk about pasti sampai is like when you already start. Pasti sampai is you will be there. But the thing is like maybe the timeline is different. Maybe
Yes.
me, when I come to some place, I need 50 minutes. But you maybe need 20 minutes. Another people
Yes.
maybe need 1 hour. So that's the thing. But we will arriving there, but with different
Yes.
timeline. That's the interesting part.
Yes. Yes.
Wow, that's cool. Okay, wow. We already talked for 45 minutes.
Oh,
Enoch.
time goes. Yes. Yes.
I know something that what I know Indonesia is supporting many things about the Kina, I think it's malaria medicine, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yes or no? The
Yes.
malaria.
Yes.
Ya,
Yes. Yes.
jadi teman-teman, kalau teman-teman yang belum tahu nih tentang penyakit malaria, jadi makanya kenapa Indonesia itu banyak sekali mengekspor obat malaria ini ke Afrika, karena di Afrika ini banyak sekali nyamuk malaria. It's from the mosquitoes, right?
Yes. Well, it's transmitted by mosquito.
Ya,
Yes. Yes.
so jadi teman-teman ini sebetulnya kerjasamanya sudah ada, cuman memang gak banyak mungkin gak banyak orang yang tahu bahwa Indonesia itu mensuplai banyak sekali kina juga ke sana sebagai obat malaria. Wah, keren.
Yeah, actually, there's a lot of medicine from Indonesia and Malaysia in Kenya. They export a lot of medicine, especially to Africa. They export a lot. You know, the climate is almost the same. And some of the diseases are almost the same. The tropical diseases, we call them. So there's a lot of common medicine between Malaysia, Indonesia, and Kenya. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
that's great. Okay then, okay. As a closing
Yeah.
statement, what you want to say to our listener in Indonesia and also viewers in Indonesia? What you want to tell to our people, to our listener?
I think what I can say is that life has seasons. Just like there are 4 seasons in the world. Maybe Indonesia has 2. Maybe China maybe has 4. Kenya maybe has 2. There's a time for snow. There's a time for summer. Everything is beautiful. There's a time for autumn. There's a time for spring. So is life. Life has different stages. There's a time one person is single. There's a time he's married. There's a time he has a child. So there are different stages. But what I'll say is that we need to understand the stage we are in as an individual. For example, if you're in business and maybe there was COVID, it is a difficult time for business. But COVID will not stay forever, for example.
Yeah.
It is a time and a season where there is this disease, and then it will go away. People will go back to school, for example. So maybe you're in the house, you've stayed for long, and you feel life is over. No, life is not over. You just need to understand that it is a time and a season for it. You need to readjust and move forward so that you can build yourself better. So if business is low now, try and readjust so that you can move forward and build a better tomorrow. So I think for the viewers who are watching, I'll encourage you. There are different seasons in life. Just understand which season you are so that you'll try and finish the winter so you can enter into summer.
Okay, that's cool. Jadi, nah, oke, ini seru sekali. Barusan obrolannya itu mengenai, let me quote a little bit. So, there is always a season where you should prepare, where you should facing these kind of things. But the thing is like, it's not end of the world. That's the thing. Maybe you will getting bankrupt, or you lost everything. But the thing is like, it's not the end of everything. As long as you keep moving forward. That's the thing. Because nobody know about the future.
It's
but
true.
If you keep trying and keep doing your best, the future will always be bright. Even it's hard, we know. But everything is possible. It's still possible.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
Okay. Wow, that's really nice talk, Enock, by the way. Thank you for your time. And thank
Thank
you
you
also
too.
for all the viewers. Don't forget to watch Ngebis every Thursday at 4 p.m. GMT plus 7. Every Thursday, GMT plus 7, 4 p.m. And follow us in Instagram at LenMarc.com, and follow also us in the YouTube at Lampos, youtube.com/Lampos, and we will be there. And next week we will have next guest, and also a special guest. Who is him? We will see after this. Okay, thank you by the way, Brother Enock.
Thank you. Terima
Stay
kasih. Terima
safe
kasih.
and stay healthy. Wah, terima kasih, says. How to say terima kasih in Kenyan language?
Asante.
Asante, I forgot.
Yes, asante.
Asante, by the way. Thank you.
Yeah,
See
thank
you.
you.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye bye.